Hey Gemini, this is Sunny Avi, and I'm here to give you guys a little general just to see what's going on with the energy. Really don't know how long this reading is going to be, but I hope that you enjoy it and that it makes sense to you whenever it's time for it to make sense to you. When I told the angels that I was going to connect with you guys this energy, for some reason I wanted to call you guys jelly beans. Maybe for some of you, you're craving jelly beans. You are gaining weight and you're more jigglier during this time. Maybe if your name is Jaleesa, someone is calling you Jelly. Maybe there are some people around you who are jealous, or maybe you find yourself having the evil eye or the jealous eye upon someone. I'm seeing that many of you, it's like you're optimistic about your future, but at the same time, like, you're scared. You're like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I'm going to make the right steps in my present state, you know, in order for me to live out my dreams full-heartedly. And I do see that many of you, you're kind of backing away from what needs to be done with your maybe career for some of you, or with your journey. I just noticed that, like, my dress was like funny. So maybe some of you are adjusting your clothes during this time, or you need to adjust like your top, like the upper half of you. Maybe some of you, you're getting respiratory codes during this time, or you're going to a particular doctor that will help you with your heart, with your lungs, with your throat, maybe your brain. Some of you guys, possibility of you getting CAT scans or MRIs, I think that's the same thing, during this time. Or maybe, like, you just need to clear your head. Like, you need to, you know, kind of go out of routine just to have fun. I keep picking up on the word sparkling. For some of you, maybe it's meant for you to sparkle during this time. Maybe you need to get the sparkle back in your eyes. Maybe you need to check your eyes, honey. Or you need to be mindful of, like, your sight, like what you're looking at, once again, where you're going, what you're seeing. Something else I want to say. Maybe some of you are attracted to sparkly things during this time. Be mindful of you going after someone just because they look good or they display the fantasy type partner for you. All right. The cards are confirming once again there's issues with understanding what you are meant to do during this time. I am picking up that some of you will gain new employment within the next 8 days, 8 weeks, 8 months, or for some of you within the month. I'm hearing October. So maybe for some of you, the month of October. For some, maybe within this month of August. I am seeing that some of you guys, you're trying to work out the kinks. You're trying to understand why your mind tells you to do one thing, but then you don't feel right about it. You may be battling with yourself during this time, and that's causing a bit of insecurity. I am seeing that there's going to be some secrets that some of you guys need to work out, whether it's your own secrets or someone else's secrets during this time. The moon is going to play a very big part with your feelings. For some reason, I know we had the whole eclipse thing. I think that there's going to be a full, I don't even want to check. I think that, I do, never mind. I'm feeling y'all's energy. One minute I wanted to do it, but then the next I didn't. But I did it anyway. There's going to be a new moon really soon. Yeah. So, find out, you know, when the new moon is going to be, whenever you want to. I want to say that there's going to be a full moon, like, in the 20s, like maybe the 25th, maybe. I don't know, I'm not sure. But anywho, with that being said, some of you guys, maybe you need to go meditate in front of the moon. Maybe you need to vent to the moon. Or maybe some of you need to rehash things out with the Cancer. Okay. And if you have Cancer within your chart, then there's a possibility of you kind of having this insanity type of mindset where, you know, like you're kind of beating yourself up. I know in the Cancer video there's a lot of egos, like they're dealing with ego, and like they're having issues with their first house. So if you want to watch the Cancer video, you can, especially if you have Cancer within your chart or you're dealing with a Cancer, to get an understanding of like what's going on with them. For some of you, there's a possibility of you dealing with a Pisces as well. And for some of you, there's a possibility of you needing to put things to an end with the Pisces, or maybe you're doing this right now during Mercury retrograde. Just know that this person will be back into your life by springtime, okay? If you have Pisces within your chart, especially Pisces within your moon, there's a possibility of you just cutting off people hella quickly without thinking about it. Like, no hard feelings is what I keep picking up. Damn, okay. Many of you, you're trying to get to the, okay, if you are in a relationship, you're, okay. I'm seeing how there's still an attachment to someone, okay? And the relationship that you have with this person, whether you are already in a relationship yourself, okay, I'll explain this, okay? For those who are in a relationship, there may be a past lover who you're thinking about, who you bring into the equation secretly. If you're single, there's a possibility of, once again, a past lover coming back, and they may have someone that they're dealing with, and you may be, you know, the mistress or the mister, okay? But it's just like you feel guilty at the same time. You or this other person feels guilty about, you know, even thinking about this person, even talking to this person. And I do see how this has been going on for maybe 7 days, 7 weeks, or since the month of July, of communicating with this person, vice versa, okay? I'm also seeing how some of you guys, you're taking a closer look at your relationships. I didn't want to say that, but the angels spoke through me. So some of you guys, you're definitely taking a look at your relationships of all kind, and you're trying to figure out which one has your best interest. I am seeing that some of you, I keep picking up on a strategy, but in a negative way. Maybe for some of you, you're trying to manipulate a particular situation in order for it to work in your favor. But it's just like, I keep seeing like how some of you guys may be mind fucking someone during this time and playing mind games, just to have someone in your corner. Okay, I'm also seeing how for some of you there's pregnancy around, but I'm seeing how either you or the other person isn't, like, I feel like the situation isn't happy. So if you are a woman and you're pregnant, like maybe you are not happy with the person that you got pregnant by, or you guys aren't in a relationship, or you know, you find out that your husband or your girlfriend, you know, got somebody pregnant or got pregnant by somebody else, and maybe they got an abortion or someone lost it. But I'm seeing for some of you, 30% of you, the other person either lost it or got that abortion, but 70% of you, the baby is still attached to you. And I'm seeing how for some of you, more than likely, you're going to have a little girl, a very sneaky little girl, okay? And for some of you, I keep picking up that her due date, his or her, I'm feeling more feminine energy. Due date is going to be in the month of March, April, May. I keep picking that up. What was I saying? Oh yeah, about the pregnancy. It's like you aren't happy. You aren't happy with the person you're pregnant by, or you aren't happy with the situation at hand. So yeah, I am picking up for some of you there's a sense of entrapment with the pregnancy, whether you tried to trap someone or someone tried to trap you. But on a brighter note, I am seeing how like you're trying to find yourself again. Like you're trying to feel radiant. You're trying to make sense of your own emotions, and like how someone feels about you during this time. So there's a big possibility of your intuition being very strong, maybe within your thoughts, epiphanies, and or dreams, or you're going to psychics during this time trying to figure out how someone feels about you. However, I'm seeing how some of you guys, you keep asking the same question. Try not to ask the same question. Like that can really mess up the energy, and the angels can be very petty and create havoc for you if you keep asking the same question, whether it's the different psychics or the same psychic. But yeah, you guys are definitely you're trying to figure out who you are and like what makes you happy. Like you're trying to find your placement within life during this time. But I am seeing how some of you guys, you may be in the energy of it's my way or the highway. Okay, and for some of you, there's a possibility of you really wanting to be with someone, and you're going to once again manipulate the situation the best way that you can. And if you aren't doing this, then maybe there's someone who wants you, who's trying to win you back through maybe gifts, words. Oh Lord. So yeah, it's going to bite you in the ass, or vice versa. Because I don't feel comfortable saying it's not genuine, but I feel like it's more of a personal gain. Like there may be love there may be affection there, but it's just like the situation or the relationship isn't happy, and just there's a possibility of I can't talk. It's like the angels don't want me to say it, but I'm gonna say it. I'm sorry. There's a possibility of an obsession between you or someone else. Be mindful of alcoholism during this time. Okay, if you want to talk to someone, you can, but be mindful of who you vent to during this time. There will be good news in regards to your income. Okay, but just make sure you calculate everything in regards to your hours, overtime, and all of that. You want to succeed. Like I feel like that's the underlying energy of right now for you guys. Like you want to succeed, but at the same time, like you're moving forward timidly, to be honest. I keep picking up fidgety. Maybe some of you, like you appear fidgety to some people, or that something happens to you and it's like now you're different. Like I hate to say this, and this is like a random example. Maybe you get robbed, and like every bang or knock you hear, or like every time someone walks beside you, like you get scared. And for some of you, like maybe that didn't happen, but like maybe there was a situation where like you're just really cautious. You're very cautious now about particular things. Maybe you're cautious about the people that you bring into your life. Maybe you're cautious about the food that you eat. Okay, I am picking up for some of you, there's a possibility of you having a health scare. I keep picking that up. Or a family member has deceased due to crime, and I feel like this was a young person. They may have been a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or someone who had a lot of spark, someone who had a lot of things going for them, but at the same time there was trouble. I do feel like this was male energy. But yeah, you guys, this is really all I'm seeing. It's really all I'm seeing. So yeah, please understand how you identify yourself, for real. As soon as I said that, this card popped out, so that's kind of cool. You guys are definitely trying to heal your heart issues, and maybe it hurts thinking about it, and maybe it hurts for you to really accept and understand the fact that you are in a toxic situation, whether it's relationship with your partner, relationship with your friends, Yeah, I do see for some of you there's issues with baby mama drama. Yeah, and maybe for my women, like, you don't want to be the baby mom. It may not feel this way, but you guys have control. Be mindful of your thoughts and be mindful of how you treat people during this time, for real, for real. However, unfortunately, I do see that some of you, like, you're not thinking. You're not thinking, like, you're just very impulsive. All right, and that could lead you into some trouble. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this reading. Good luck with everything, and I shall see you in the future. Bye.